What if I told you that some of the most unbelievable myths of ancient times might actually be true? What if legendary creatures, lost civilizations, and supernatural events weren't just bedtime stories, but real? Stick around, because what you're about to hear will shatter everything you thought you knew. Number 10. The Lost City of Atlantis. A fictional tale, or a sunken reality. We've all heard of Atlantis, an advanced civilization that mysteriously disappeared beneath the waves. But what if I told you that scientists may have actually found it? Satellite images show strange geometric structures deep under the Atlantic Ocean. In 2011, researchers discovered massive ruins off the coast of Spain that match Plato's description exactly, down to the rings of water and land. Even more shocking, ancient maps from 1665 show an island exactly where Atlantis was said to exist. Yet that island mysteriously vanished. Could it be that Atlantis was real, and some powerful force erased it from history? And if so, what caused it to sink? Was it a natural disaster, or something much darker? Number 9. The Curse of the Pharaohs. Just a coincidence? Think again. They said it was just a myth, until people started dying. The Curse of the Pharaohs warns that anyone who disturbs the tombs of Egyptian kings will face sudden and mysterious death. In 1922, when archaeologist Howard Carter opened King Tutankhamun's tomb, strange things started happening. Lord Carnarvon, who funded the expedition, died suddenly within weeks, due to a mosquito bite that got infected. But here's where it gets chilling. At the exact moment of his death, all the lights in Cairo mysteriously went out. Within a few years, several other members of the expedition also died unexpectedly. Scientists dismissed the curse, blaming bacteria in the tombs. But how do you explain the eerie timing? Could an ancient force still be protecting the pharaoh's secrets? And if so, what happens to those who dare disturb their eternal rest? Number 8. Giants. Were they real? The evidence will shock you. The Bible, Norse mythology, and even Native American legends all speak of giants, massive humanoid beings who once roamed the earth. But here's the part they don't want you to know. Giant human skeletons have actually been found. In 1890, ranchers in Nevada discovered a 10-foot-tall skeleton inside a cave. In 1936, archaeologists in India uncovered fossilized footprints so large that only a 25-foot-tall human could have made them. And in 2002, a photo leaked from an archaeological dig in Greece showed a massive human skull, more than twice the size of a normal one. But here's where it gets even stranger. Many of these findings suddenly disappeared after being reported. Were they covered up? Is history hiding the truth about a lost race of giants? And if they once walked the earth, could some still exist today in remote, unexplored regions? Number 7. The Beast of Gévaudan. A real werewolf? A creature so terrifying, it paralyzed an entire country with fear. In the 18th century, a monstrous beast terrorized the French countryside of Gévaudan, brutally slaughtering over 100 people. Witnesses described it as a wolf-like creature, but unnaturally large, standing on 2 legs, immune to bullets, and possessing an almost supernatural intelligence. The French king even sent elite hunters and soldiers to kill it, but nothing worked. Eventually, a local hunter claimed to have shot a massive wolf-like beast with a silver bullet, after which the killing stopped. Was this a real-life werewolf? And if so, could more of these creatures still be lurking in the shadows of the world's most remote forests? Number 6. The chilling reality of the Wendigo. A myth or a dark possession. For centuries, indigenous tribes of North America have warned of a horrifying entity known as the Wendigo, a monstrous, flesh-eating creature said to be born from human greed and cannibalism. But is it just a story, or is there something real lurking behind the legend? Consider this. In the late 1800s, a Cree man named Swift Runner was found wandering in the wilderness, having slaughtered and eaten his entire family. He claimed a Wendigo spirit had taken over his body. Even creepier? Reports of people vanishing in the deep woods, only for search parties to find their tracks suddenly ending mid-snow, as if something snatched them away into the trees. But the most terrifying part, even today there are active reports of Wendigo sightings in the northern forests of Canada and the US. Could it be that this ancient horror is still out there, waiting for its next victim? Before we continue, a quick reminder. Please subscribe, because hitting your subscribe button can give me new motivation to work harder and succeed. Now, let's get into the top 5 most shocking myths that might actually be true. Number 5. The lost land of Atlantis. A sunken truth? Could it be that the legendary Atlantis was never just a myth? For centuries, people have dismissed Plato's tale of a technologically advanced island civilization swallowed by the sea. But recent discoveries off the coasts of Spain and Japan have revealed something shocking. Submerged ruins that match ancient descriptions. Underwater structures resembling temples, roads, and entire city layouts lie hidden beneath the waves. Satellite imaging has captured rectangular formations on the seafloor, eerily similar to urban planning. Some researchers believe a massive tsunami or volcanic eruption could have wiped out an advanced civilization around 10,000 years ago, exactly when Plato claimed Atlantis vanished. Could we be on the verge of uncovering an ancient world lost beneath the ocean? Or will Atlantis remain one of history's greatest mysteries? Stay with us, because what's coming next will leave you speechless. Number 4. The Curse of the Pharaohs. Coincidence or ancient vengeance? You've heard the story. Archaeologists uncover an ancient tomb, and suddenly they start dying under mysterious circumstances. But what if the Curse of the Pharaohs wasn't just a legend? The deaths surrounding the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 are still unexplained. Within months, several members of the excavation team, including Lord Carnarvon, died under bizarre conditions, some from high fevers, others from strange infections, and one even from a mysterious insect bite. Scientists claim ancient tombs contain toxic mold, but here's where things get truly terrifying. Modern-day explorers who have entered Egyptian tombs report experiencing uncontrollable hallucinations, sudden illnesses, and eerie whispers in the darkness. And then there's the radioactive residue found on certain ancient artifacts, suggesting the Egyptians may have possessed a lost knowledge of energy sources. Did the ancient priests truly place deadly curses on these tombs, or are we dealing with forces far beyond our understanding? Don't go anywhere, because the next myth is even scarier. Number 3. The Vanishing of the 9 Unknown Men. The secret keepers of forbidden knowledge. What if I told you that the most powerful secrets of science, warfare, and medicine have been hidden from the world for over 2,000 years by a secret society? This is the chilling legend of the 9 Unknown Men, an ancient brotherhood said to have been founded by the Indian Emperor Ashoka the Great in 273 BCE. Their mission? To guard 9 books of immense knowledge that could either save or destroy humanity. These books supposedly contain deadly techniques of psychological warfare, undiscovered medical cures, and even blueprints for futuristic technology. Some claim that modern breakthroughs, like wireless communication and advanced surgical techniques, were leaked from these books. Even more shocking? Some historians believe that prominent figures like Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein had secret access to these texts. If this society truly exists, it means we have been denied knowledge that could change the course of history. But the biggest question remains: why? Are they protecting us from destruction, or are they controlling human progress? Before you answer that, wait till you hear about our next myth. It might just make you question everything you know about time itself. Number 2. The Time Traveler of Taured. A man from another dimension? Here's a real-life X-Files case that still baffles experts. In 1954, a man landed at Tokyo's Haneda Airport with a perfectly valid passport, but from a country that doesn't exist, Taured. The customs officers were baffled. His passport looked official, complete with entry stamps from multiple countries. Even stranger, he spoke multiple languages fluently and was confident his country had existed for hundreds of years. When they pointed to a world map, he looked genuinely confused. His country should have been where Andorra is today. Authorities detained him in a secure hotel overnight while they investigated. But here's where things take a mind-blowing turn. By morning, he was gone. No way in, no way out. His passport, documents, and belongings vanished with him. No records of his name or identity were ever found again. Did this man accidentally slip into our reality from an alternate timeline? Was he an actual time traveler who knew too much? Or was this an elaborate cover-up of something even more shocking? Before you decide, our final myth will shake you to your core. Number 1. The Immortal Count. A man who never dies? Imagine a man who has lived for centuries, appearing throughout history without aging a day. Meet the Count of Saint-Germain, an alchemist, musician, and master linguist, who was said to possess the elixir of immortality. First documented in the 1700s, he astounded European royalty with his vast knowledge of history, science, and philosophy. Some claimed he could turn metal into gold, while others swore he never ate in public, as if he had no need for food. But here's where it gets truly spine-chilling. Over 100 years later, in the 1900s, new accounts surfaced of a man with the same name, same appearance, and the same inexplicable knowledge of the past. Even today, some believe Saint-Germain never died and continues to walk among us, hidden in plain sight. In fact, some conspiracy theorists claim that he still makes appearances at elite gatherings, whispering secrets to world leaders. Could it be that immortality is real? And if so, what else are we not being told? And there you have it, the top 10 ancient myths that may actually be true. Which of these myths shocked you the most? Do you believe any of them could be real? Let us know in the comments. And before you go, please subscribe. Because hitting your subscribe button can give me new motivation to work harder and succeed. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of the most mind-blowing mysteries from around the world. See you in the next one.